Already 2 people watching. That is strange.
That ain't me.
How's it going, guys? That was very strange. There's 2 people watching. I know why, because I post dated it. How's it going, everybody? Little Joe, Back Base Scale Customs. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to get in here before I say the things that I need to say. This is on behalf of Fast Jimmy 71. He's alive and well, but, you guys just need to, I'm going to wait for a few of you guys to get in here, and we'll talk about what's going on with Jimmy. I'll do a small update on one of the cars, and so on and so forth. It's finally got cold here. Hey, how's it going? But I don't think it's going to be cold here for very long. What's up? What's up? Just waiting on a few more people to get in here before I discuss what I need to discuss. Which is very odd, because a year ago today was mine.
It was 2 years, wasn't it? Was it a year?
Okay. Well, we got 6 people. I can be able to repeat it if I want to. Jimmy called me early this morning, and he said he's not going to be able to make some videos for a while. And, Jimmy calling me early in the morning like he did, I only assumed one of 2 things. One, he got the package in the mail on the trade thing that me and him was doing, and he was calling me to tell me, hey, I got your stuff in the mail, this is when it's going to be, when's mine coming my way? Or it's bad news. And in this case, it was bad news. Jimmy informed me that he had gotten, or just pulled up into work, and got a call from Leilani crying. He rushed back home to find that his grandmother had passed away at home.
His grandmother or mother?
His grandmother had passed away, who was living there with him and his mother. She was on hospice, but she was moving around, making coffee, things like that. She was 83, 84 years old. But she had started to get a little sick, and she was on hospice, and I believe she had a bed in the extra living room. What's up, man? And, Jimmy left that morning. He went to work, not knowing that his grandmother was in the other room dying, I imagine. But I think, don't quote me on this, I believe Laura was there, Jimmy's wife, girlfriend, when she passed. But Jimmy said, she went peacefully, so they called for the family, and he rushed home. And he's just really broke up and very upset about it. I don't blame him. It's very hard to have to deal with that. To the day my mother died last year. That is very crazy that, his mother or grandmother would last exactly 1 more year to the day. That's strange, but these coincidences happen in life. So Jimmy wanted me to tell you guys he loves you, and he may chime in the comment section here if he's watching. If not, we all understand. And I think that he wants to kind of pull back for a bit as far as making the videos and such. He needs time. I've been through what he's going through, and the last thing I wanted to do was make a video and mess with a model car. As much as I love them, it just wasn't. I just couldn't do it, So I forced myself to get back in it, So like I said, Jimmy's gonna bow out for a while because when someone dies that close in your family, you've got all these things all of a sudden you have to deal with. Not only the emotional burden and the childhood memories and the good times and the bad times and the wrong things and the right things. He's got all that going through his head right now. He's also got to deal with funeral homes and death certificates and wills and this and that and family members and so he's my heart goes out to him. So yes, Jimmy's grandmother did pass this morning. He left the house with her there to head to work, and I think that she turned very quickly. she had not been feeling well, but I believe she was probably in bed, but she turned very quickly. And by the time Jimmy got to work, which I think it's about an hour for Jimmy to get to work, an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. He said Leilani called him and she was upset and crying, said you needed to get back home. He rushed back home. By the time he got there, she was no longer with him. She had passed away. So, like I said, for you guys just tuning in, it was Jimmy's grandmother that passed away. So, me and him's got some upcoming projects going through one of the viewers on YouTube, which I'm sure will probably be a positive thing for Jimmy to work on to kind of help him clear his head a bit. So we do have things lined up. I've got the Cadillac build that I want to do that I want Jimmy to get into. So, we're probably just, nothing wrong with slowing down a bit, guys. Nothing wrong with that at all. He's got to get his head right, and I don't blame him. I really don't. It's a rough thing, man, to deal with stuff like that, especially when it happens quicker than you expect it. Because if he knew, is a bigger heart as Jimmy's got, if he knew that she was going to die before he could get to work and back, he'd have never left home that morning. He'd have been there, so it was quite unexpected. He went on with his day, expecting to come back and have coffee and stuff with his grandmother like he does, I guess. And, so he's in shock, and I don't blame him. So, everybody give your prayers and your love to Jimmy. Comment on his videos, tell him how much, he means to you or whatever. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? There you go, guys. If you need to ask Jimmy anything, there he is, right there. So I'm going to let you guys kind of talk back and forth if that's what y'all want to do. If you have any questions you want to ask Jimmy or anything you want to say to him. Well, Jimmy's right there, buddy. You can tell him yourself. We probably got a bit of a delay on the messages. Some of them are coming in now that they probably already wrote. But like I said, Jimmy's doing what I had to do last year, and it's not easy. It's just not an easy thing. As I referred to it last year, it's grown man shit. And that's the only way to put it. You can't run from it as much as I wanted to, and I know he probably had that same feeling. But I'm sure that his family will come together because his family's probably pretty close knit. Jimmy said she flew over here in the 60s on an airline that doesn't exist anymore, and I forgot the dadgum name of it. You're very welcome, sir. What is the name of that airline that she flew over here on? Eastern? Is that what it was? She flew over here on Eastern Airlines from Puerto Rico? In the 60s? And pretty much raised Jimmy. That's the thing about mentors and people that raise you. Unfortunately, we can't keep them forever. Hey, Godfather, how you doing? I got my hat like a little old lady's. There, now it's more like Rocky. So, we'll discuss some model-related stuff here, just because we can, and I know Jimmy likes models. Everybody does. So, we'll just I'll just show some things here while you guys talks amongst yourselves. Feel free to ignore what I'm doing and talk to Jimmy. Because I'm just creating sound. But just giving you guys something, because if I just walked away and left a blank screen, it just wouldn't do, would it? Eastern Airlines. Here's my 57, guys. I think it's going to come out good. That Tamiya Black really sprays well. It's going to be a good looking car. It really is. But got to repackage this because it's the box tore a little on it, and this thing is extremely detailed, just like that other kit that Paul Turley, the one I gave to Paul Turley, the turbine car. That thing was really detailed. This is similar to that one in a lot of ways. But the idea that I have for the Cadillac build involves this old Johan. And as you can see there's the car. And like I said, guys, don't worry about me, because I am just making conversation. Y'all talk to Jimmy. But with all the bells and whistles on this, I think it'd be cool. It's just wicker around this. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's wicker. I think that's really cool. Got to put a very complicated paint job on it, that's for sure. But I can do it, I guess. Yeah, but I ain't got a choice. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it. I think I've ever said this before, but I'm just kind of waiting till I have to contact the police. That's a whole nother story. Jimmy knows about that. If I could give you a styrene hug, I would. Yeah, that's a tough thing to do. So I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm doing this for Jimmy, and I pretty much know why. Because Jimmy's probably really emotional right now, and it's probably best that we third party it this way, because it's a lot easier for him to communicate the way we're communicating right now. It helps him be able to communicate better. I know vocally trying to speak, it would be tough for me, but being able to put pen to paper, as they say, or as they used to say back in the 40s, is easier for him to do. But yeah, we got, me and Jimmy's got a couple of things coming up, which will probably be on hold for a while, and that's okay. We got a Y'all saw our recent trade. We have to swing that back and forth. If you've been keeping up, I'm gonna paint one of Jimmy's cars, the one that he's working on now, and basically one commission build is going to pay for another commission. But he's got to pay me for the paint job, of course. But we're going to be doing that. And we also have the Cadillac build coming up. I don't know if Jimmy's going to be able to participate in that. I would love for him to, because if anybody could build a Cadillac as fast, Jimmy, and he's got a cool one with cool ideas too. Building a car that he used to have, which is a really cool thing. And there's that Tamiya Black, if anybody's wondering. There is the code on it. I highly recommend it. Dry brushing, sir. Dry brushing. That's how you get the wicker. It'll be painted with the base color of the body. And then I'll dry brush the wicker paint on. And we all love you, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm just learning that Tamiya spray cans are awesome. I'm sold on their black. I wouldn't be having a black car sitting here if it wasn't for the Tamiya. And B&G Customs. B&G Customs hooked me up. Turned me on to some good stuff. I'd never gotten Tamiya because I'd never... it just wasn't supplied at the places where I went. But my girlfriend started using it, and B&G Customs sent me a couple of cans, and I'm sold. So now I'll absolutely order them when I can. But she has not been home all day. And all the lights are off.
Yep, I noticed that when I pulled up.
So, she's at a dope house somewhere, I'm imagining. Yeah, man, we're going to build those caddies. I always pick a doozy. Twisted Clown says, hi, Lisa.
Hi, Twisted.
Try the Tamiya Clear TS13. Is that what you got, TS13? Okay. I certainly will. I actually did try it, and it ate my decals.
Did you get my clear and use my clear?
That's what ate the decals. Your clear. I tested it because I thought it was going to be better, but it wasn't.
Did you get my razor out of the shower too?
No, I didn't get your razor out of the shower. I might have got your razor out of the shower. I might have.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Assholio.
That's egg rolio is what you're talking about.
I went looking for it this morning.
Best clear out. Yeah, I'm gonna see whenever my girlfriend places another order with Tamiya. I'm gonna get me some of that stuff too.
Who said the Tamiya Clear is the best stuff?
You said try it. You'll like it as much as you'll like that. Trust me.
The Tamiya? I liked it.
Yeah, the Tamiya ate the decals up on my...
those were old decals.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. They could be producing them differently these days.
They're producing the clear differently. Or something.
Well.
It's more aggressive than it used to be. Cornholio. Yeah. Well, you're a buttholio for pointing that out.
Me?
No, him. Jimmy says hi, Lisa. Twisted Clown says hi, Lisa.
Hi, Jimmy. Sorry. Sorry, man. Let's sit over here.
Ooh, that molded in red Tamiya kit. Be careful with the molded in red Tamiya kits. You got to be gentle with them.
Really?
Yeah, the very first hearse I got was a red Tamiya. I mean, a red Joe Hunt, and it broke to pieces as I was trying to clean it up.
Well, I'm switching over to all Tamiya bottle paints too. I like the consistency you get with them. Gotta get some flat black.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some clear that works with the decals, because like Don Yost likes to put his decals over the top of his clear.
That's what I do.
And I like to bury mine underneath, like it was a show car. It just looks cleaner to me. But he likes to do it differently, and you can change the decals that way too. Dropped low, which is something I never could do. Says, tell Lisa hi, I can't wait for the next vid.
Hello.
Yeah, the Joe Iron plastic is very brittle.
I'm not gonna have any updates until I can get my distributors from that dude.
Yeah, we're still waiting on our distributors. What is his name? The Fat Boy...
Fat Kid Productions.
Fat Kid Productions distributors. We placed a big order with him and haven't heard back from him yet. We got I'll send you a invoice, and we haven't got the invoice yet. So I'm hoping he does this very soon. Jimmy says, thank you, Lisa.
Welcome, baby.
Can't see everybody's
Love to
tribute
you.
bills. Yeah, I'm working on that thing, and that's probably going to be the only tank I ever build. But,
I gotta find paint for Twisted Clown. I gotta find paint for my Humvee. I need a flat desert.
It was at the store where you were just at.
Which one is it?
It says military on it.
Those are all glosses and shit.
Well, then you dull it down.
I don't like to use that shit. It made my other stuff bubble. Really.
Okay. Go to the hobby shop in Gulfport. The Orange Grove Hobby. See if they've got some of that. They probably do.
Probably. I thought about that.
Hey, young modeler.
Hi, little feller.
Lisa looks tired. Lisa is tired.
Man, I just got home from work. I'm dealing roulette today. Roulette.
Hey. All right, in case y'all, we got a few people tuning in. I will go ahead and say what I said before. I'll just sum it up real quick. We're doing this because Jimmy's grandmother has passed away this morning, and we're giving everybody a chance to kind of talk to Jimmy right now at the moment. He is in the comments if you'd like to wish him well, and we're going to continue talking. We're going to talk more about stuff. Is Lisa a pit boss?
Just a dealer.
Just a dealer. But she deals everything. Roulette, cards, craps, all kind of stuff. Prilosec.
I don't even take. Yeah, I'm stuck on everything. I need to spray everything. That's where I'm stuck. Everything. Assholio.
Yeah, this is Assholio right here.
Go Go lay down. Just don't bug anybody, okay?
Speaking of Oreos, slept most of the night with me.
Really?
Yep, that's egg roll. Ribbit.
Because he's Asian.
That's right.
He's Asian cat.
We can't find your cat. Quit asking. Try the chow mein. It's perfect. But yeah, Jimmy, I saw that Cadillac on Facebook, in the yellow box. Damn, this box is falling apart. This thing had to come from the 60s because it's that flat box, Johan. But it's a lot similar to this. And I hope you get it. I hope the guy gets back in touch with you, Jimmy. If not, we can find something. As y'all know, we're going to do a Cadillac build on the channel. Probably as soon as I wrap up the military build, because the CT build is right here, which I have switched over. It's still a 57 Chevrolet, but due to problems, decal issues, because you guys know I struggle with that hard, I've switched to this, and I'm building a custom 110, which I used to say it was a 210, but I forgot it's actually a 110, is what it is.
It wants to be on TV too.
Huh?
Me wants to be on the
What you got me? Oh, I heard you make a noise. What is that? What is that? What is that, Mia? Huh? Right here. You gotta be careful with Mimi.
She's just soft, fluffy, and weak. Yeah.
80 more miles to Chi-Town. To Chicago. But it's cold up there where y'all are at.
That's only an hour. Who's that? The guy that drives the truck? That builds models in the back?
Yep.
Cool.
He's the one hosting the military build.
That's, yeah.
Back in the hospital, young modeler?
What?
Yeah, he's yeah.
Dude, it sucks.
He's forever in the hospital, that kid.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the response. Well, I'll keep my eye open, because I'm always perusing those things, and when I find old kits, I sometimes can't resist myself and I get them. So maybe I can
Sometimes.
every time. Got a room full of couldn't
The
resist.
mailman's constantly knocking on the door going, this box for you.
I got a room full of couldn't resist.
Matter of fact, when I get something from Scale Hobbyist, here he comes. Is that mine? No. No. It's not yours.
No, not yet. I hadn't said anything here lately. I've been dealing with teeth. And by the way, that big old thing is gone.
Whatever.
I mean, it's there, but it's gone. I had to cut my mouth open again last
Find
night.
your hobby knife, by chance, speaking of.
No, I didn't find my hobby knife. I got to go buy another
I was
one.
gonna, do you want me to buy you one for Christmas? Put it in your stocking?
No. I'll just cut my fucking wrist trying to dig in the
With
stocking.
that,
So just
that and a lump of coal. They're like $5. That's all.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Shop cards, too tall. But yeah, I'll keep my eye open for something, Jimmy. You want? I know that you want. I know the black Cadillac you were looking at, the Italieri.
Yes. I want to try one.
This is a Cadillac, but the one I like the one that you were looking at too. This is a 125. I think that one was also one, maybe a 124. But keep an eye open for that. Yeah, I do all that out. Yeah, I've been battling these teeth. I got to get this one out.
Come here, let me help you out with that.
Not really. I mean, I've been battling it constantly. I just got a bunch took done on this side, and I got to get this side done. Now I had a big old thing in my mouth I had to cut open last night. I actually used her hobby knife with a brand new blade to do it. I know that sounds horrible, guys, but when you got those things, you gotta do what you gotta man up and do it. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. When you gotta cut them, you gotta cut them. And yeah, we're gonna do a Cadillac build. So I'm gonna announce it now. So y'all, anybody, I got 17 people in here, maybe more. We're doing a Cadillac build on the channel. Not right away, not right now, because I'm doing the military build and I'm working on CT's build. Now, CT's build's a long-term project, so it's going to continue to kind of flow along. No, I don't have bigger balls than you, Twisted Clown. If you ever have an abscess like I had, you grow the balls because it has to be done, and you just do it. So it's not about being brave or tough. It's just, I mean, I guess it has a little to do with it, but you just got to get it open and get it out and get it washed out and take some medicine and go to sleep. You know, that's what you got to do. I don't know about the ball peanut thing with the Foose truck thing. I do think if you could make that Foose hood, because the Foose hood has a completely different contour, if you could make that work on that panel truck, that would be cool. Awesome, awesome. Glad you got your paints. It should be fun. It's going to be a flip nose. Yeah, well, you can still maybe put that hood on there to give it a different contour. And it may add to the fact that some people put fiberglass front caps on there. And if you got that hood on there, it might change the contour enough to make it look like an aftermarket front end. Just a thought. Ordered them on the 10th. I want a cigarette.
Okay.
Ooh! At least that wasn't my hip that time. Talks amongst yourselves for a moment, guys. You know it's cold when Pooper's sitting on a rag on the floor. jackets.
Max, that's Max Gordon, Robbie's kid. Just completed his first Baja 1000 driving.
Who's Robbie?
Robbie Gordon.
Oh, okay.
Remember that kid I showed you jumping the stadium trucks? That's
Yeah.
8 years old. He might be 9 now, but yeah. Yep.
Who makes a good set of slicks? Your guess is as good as mine, bud.
Come on, man.
They've got, certain kits have jewels of slicks and stuff. Others don't. But like I said, the 57's coming out well. I did the front grille and painted it flat silver where the little rubber bumpers should be, and painted the marker lights with some clear taillight stuff, and so it looks pretty good. I kind of like the stance. It's a little high, but I can adjust that a bit. But those cars were a little high back then. If you're thinking, that. Okay, let's go out here where it's cold, and my jackets are all in the car, and they're cold. Yeah, you lay up, you get weak. That's just how it is. So you gotta keep moving. I don't like the way my screen looks, man. That might just be the way it's picking up light. I'm waiting on the neighbor to come home because she gonna go to jail. So to not to get off too far on the subject there, I think we should all give Jimmy a little time to process the death in his family. It's a horrible thing to have to go through, horrible thing to have to experience. I know how he feels. It's hard to deal with. It is cold out here, guys. I don't like the way my screen is acting. I really don't. And it might just be the way it's picking light up. I don't know. Huh. I got a jack. Was he there the whole time? Huh. I think, whenever Jim Bob gets his car out to me, he gets it out to me, and we'll work on that then. Yeah, I think that I think it'll all work out. We'll keep everything going. We're going to do the Cadillac build. And we'll see how it goes. So, if y'all have anything else y'all want to say to Jimmy, y'all go ahead and do it now. Yeah, young modeler is struggling himself. It might be, but he's got to get past some stuff first that has to be done, and then after that's done, we can move forward, you know. So I'm just waiting on hold till whenever, you know. I would show y'all more stuff, but I'm just kind of taking this kind of seriously right now. But oh, you want that 65 Fus Impala? That's a cool Impala, man. That's a cool Impala. Oh, now we got Oreo. I know Oreo is going to get up in my lap as soon as I lean back. Come on, Oreo. The car's been out for a while now. It's just been kind of one of those ones that's hard to get a hold of. Either they got it all the time or they never get it at all. You know, it's one of those things. Well, go ahead. Come on.
Where?
There you go. There you go, Oreo. This is the outside cat. Comes in only when it's cold. There's Oreo.
Hey, honey. Are your raccoon friends out there tonight? You didn't see your raccoon friends?
Oh, you don't have to thank me, man. That's what friends do. I consider you a very good friend myself, sir. My Hobby Lobby keeps it in stock, so I've got two of them. I got one for me and one for Jimmy. Of course, mine I lost the tires out of. That's just typical me.
Speaking of tires, you didn't find the other one yet?
I haven't looked. But
Hey now.
like I said, what I'm gonna do now is, if any of you guys have anything y'all want to say to Jimmy, y'all go ahead and talk to him. I'm gonna let it roll for a little bit, and y'all do y'all's thing.
What's wrong, that girl? Huh? Would you stop growling and stuff?
It's kitty cat wars around here.
Just everybody chill. It's cold. Chill. Alright, there's nobody around you. It's a bunch of useless noise you're making.
It's a lot warmer in here, Oreo.
Yeah.
But I think Lisa may get into the Cadillac build.
Yeah, I'm gonna build the foos.
I think she's going to do the Foose Cadillac. And as far as the Cadillac build goes, it's going to be any Cadillac. I know a majority of you people are probably going to pick the brand new Foose kit, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a really cool kit. But you know, you've got your 59 Caddies that's out there. You've got the Ghostbuster kit that's out there. You've got all the old stuff, like the 31 Caddy I'm doing. And you've got a couple of modern ones too. So, I mean, there's a lot to choose from. So it'd be interesting how y'all change them around and do whatever. I'm gonna do the 31 Cadillac Johan old ass kit. You have a 1-to-1 81 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. I'm sorry about that. Sorry you got that thing. 2-door or 4-door? More than likely a 4-door. More than likely the rubber is rotted from behind the taillights. It's just kind of what those cars did. But they're cool cars. What up, Mia? But yeah, y'all think about what Cadillacs. Think outside the box, even if you do get the Foose car. It's going to be different, you know. I don't know of many people that have built these really old Johans on their channel. This is an extremely old Johan right here. And I don't know of anybody that's built this kit. Nobody that has built this kit on YouTube. I don't think, anyway. And there probably is, because, you know, since Jimmy started this around about 10 years ago, there's thousands of us now, but there was, you know, 2 or 3 of you back then. Jimmy being, I believe, the first. But, you know, I mean, Italieri makes some really good ones. Johan makes several of these, and they're not terribly expensive. But when you deal with old Johan, you're going to deal with, they're for the most part really nice kits, but they're very old and they're very brittle. So you got to be very gentle with it when you work with it. If not, it will just ruin itself. But okay, guys, if there's anything else you want to say to Jimmy, please go ahead and do, because I'm going to ease off of here. It's been an hour, and I'm going to ease off. But I want to give y'all all a chance to say what you want to say to him. So if you would, please do so now. Yeah, I saw the chart. Look good. Just waiting on just a little bit longer to make sure everybody gets their uh, thing into Jimmy. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have as good a night as we can have, I guess, underneath the circumstances for some of us. But okay, guys. Remember, go watch some of Jimmy's videos if you want and comment on those. It's always good to get comments on videos. Send you love and prayers. I love you, brother, and I'm sorry you're going through all this. And if you need anything at all, I'm always just a phone call away. Don't ever forget that. Doesn't matter any time of night, 3 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. I'll always pick the phone up, and if not, I'll get back to you very quickly. So you guys all know who I am, and we'll just talk to you guys later. God bless. Jimmy, stay strong, brother. I love you. And we'll see you guys on another episode, and we hope it's a better episode with good news and fun. So you guys take it easy. I'm Little Joe from Back Bay Scale Customs, and we'll talk to you later. So later, bro. Bye, guys. You are welcome, sir.